Let me know whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, you can go ahead.
Good morning, listeners. This is Donnell Spivey with Exit Spivey Professional Realty, here to talk real estate as we do every Saturday morning. What a great day it is to be alive, first of all, but it's not bad weather-wise either. Look like we're going to get a little bit of sun and a little bit of clouds, but it's all good. It's all good. We've got an exciting show for you today. We got some upcoming events and some featured homes of the week that we're going to be sharing with you. But most importantly, I want to thank you for tuning in this morning. And I want to invite you or ask you to invite others to tune in, because this show has been aired we've been on for almost 5 years now. February will make 5 years. And I just want to show and thank the listening audience for the support that they've given me over this time period. And as a way of giving back, not just to the radio listeners, but to our community, we have a lot to do in order to improve homeownership, building wealth. And so Exit Spivey has set aside this time each week to present to the listening audience about what we can do to improve building wealth, homeownership, and just having a more comfortable life. So some of the things that we've done and are doing is sort of educating the community. We've been behind the 8 ball for a long time in terms of what we need to do in terms of building wealth, and not just building it, but keeping it. So I've been doing this for over 35 years, and I've seen a lot. And I'm here today and every Saturday just to talk about how we can improve our positioning in terms of home ownership. We need to increase the home ownership rate. You know, so often we talked about what's happening in Baltimore City, all the killing and shooting and violence that's happening. Certainly, those are negative things that shouldn't happen. But I believe that if these persons felt like they were a part of the community and owned a piece of the community, then we wouldn't have as much violence as we're having. I know there's violence in every city, but Baltimore has just gotten off the chain with all of the violence that's happening. And so it is my goal to help improve the homeownership rate, especially amongst Baltimore. But, you know, as part of the organization that I'm a member of and been past president of, we talk this across the country. So let me just back up for those of you that are tuning on for the first time. My name is Donnell Spivey. I'm the broker owner of Exit Spivey Professional Realty. And we're here to talk about increasing home ownership. My office is in Ellicott City, Maryland, but I service all of the Baltimore City and surrounding counties of Baltimore City. So we help people with buying and selling homes, but this radio show really is about building wealth, not just trying to find buyers or sellers. Certainly, that's what keeps us in business, is selling real estate. So let me be clear on that. That's what keeps us in business, is selling real estate. So anytime that you're looking to buy or sell, I would be interested in talking to you about how I can help. But the main part of this show today is we're trying to transition a lot of folks that are renting into homeowners. And then those that are already in home, we're trying to transition them in or out of their current home into could be a larger home or just a different location. But my main focus of this radio show today is to talk about building wealth. For those of you that are listening and want to call in and give your comments, I welcome them. Be it positive, be it negative. I need to hear it all because I don't want to just talk about what we do. I want to talk about how we can improve our community. And your voice or your input is very helpful. So the number to call into the studio and share with us what you've experienced, the number to call in is 443-380-2803. Again, it's 443-380-2803. And you can call in at any time and I will stop whatever I'm talking about and take your call because it's important. It's important to me that I hear from you. I want to make sure that we're talking about the things that matter in the Baltimore area. I want to talk about the things that affect you and others, but I also need to hear from you in terms of what you feel in terms of what's going on in the Baltimore area, what's going on in your life, in your family life, that we can help improve on. So if you're looking to buy or sell, you can call my office. I know some of you are shy, but you can always call my office and I will certainly return your call. The number to call my office is 410-465-0083. Again, it's 410-465-0083. One of the big topics of today's show is to talk about an event that we have coming up. Exit Spivey Professional Realty is putting on a wealth building seminar. Wealth building seminar. This is going to be December 17th, 2022 at 3 p.m. We're going to have, it's going to be virtual, or you may come into my office and, be in person to see all of the presenters that is going to be presenting about wealth building. So with this wealth building show that we're talking about, some of the topics are going to be credit. We have actually a credit fitness company that's coming on. They were on last week talking about some of the things that they do, but they are also wanting to give back to the community. So they're credit fitness, but they're not charging. They're not charging for their service. The only thing that you would have to pay is for them to pull your credit report, which is $29. $29. They partner with Exit Spivey because they have the same vision that we do. We want to increase homeownership rates for African Americans. So I'm asking you right now if you could just make it a part of your daily Saturday duty for next week, which is the 17th, to be a part of the wealth building show. So we've got someone talking about credit. We also have someone coming in, and that's going to be on that wealth building show, talking about down payment assistance. Let me tell you why this is so important. We'll say 2 years ago, there were a lot of people that were buying homes, wanted to buy a home, I should say, and couldn't. We had been accustomed to seller helping with closing costs. When the market got so hot, the seller didn't need to do that. So there are so many buyers that are out there that wanted to buy in the last 2 years and couldn't because they couldn't get closing cost assistance from the seller. Now, these programs that we have now are programs that give you down payment assistance and money that you don't have to repay. And one of the key things about these loans, and some of them, they're all different. And, you got to look at them individually. But the majority of them, you don't have to pay. And if you did, have to pay as long as you're in the house for 5 years. There's no repayment required. So we're going to have someone on to talk about all of the down payment assistance programs. Now, these programs are not just for Baltimore City. They're for Baltimore County, Howard County, Carroll County, Montgomery County, Prince George's County, whatever county you want, there are down payment assistance programs out there for you. So I implore you to participate in this wealth building seminar next Saturday, starting at 3 p.m. So some of you that are listening right now, perhaps already own a home. This wealth building seminar is not just for the persons that are looking to buy a home, because we're going to have people that are talking about the tax advantages of owning a home. What can be wrote off? What can you write off? The interest, whatever you can write off as a result of being a homeowner. We're going to have a tax professional on this show talking about that next week. The other thing that we're going to have is, we talk about equity. And some of you may not even know what equity is, but equity is the difference between what you owe on your house and what is it worth. How much is it worth? That's equity. So for an example, if you owe $200,000 for your home and it's worth $250,000, you have $50,000 worth of equity. And we're going to be talking about what you can do with that equity and how you can build equity faster. All of those are topics that we're going to be talking about next week. And last but not least is warranties. So I've talked to renters, and one of their concerns were, well, when I'm renting, if something breaks, I simply call the landlord and the landlord fixes it. That is true in most cases. Sometimes you have a problem getting landlords out there to fix it, but we're not going to talk about that today. So we're going to talk about warranties, because that's a way that you can buy a house, put a warranty on all of the appliances, electrical, plumbing, heating, air conditioning. One warranty company will cover all of those components. And so that sort of gives you some relief of fear of if something breaks, then how are you going to get it fixed? The other way to do that for you renters is to build an emergency fund. But when something happens, you got in a fund that's specifically for repairs to your home. Yes, things are going to break. Things are going to fail. Things are going to have to be replaced. Just prepare for it. Just prepare for it. So you think when you're renting, you have a security deposit. Think of this emergency fund as your security deposit. How's that? Good morning, Robin. I see you on.
Good morning, Donnell. Good morning, listening audience. I hope everybody had a great week. Good morning to the staff behind the scenes at the radio station as well.
Well, thank you for tuning in. I was just highlighting some things that we're going to be talking about next week at the wealth building seminar. And I know you're going to be a part of that. But I'm trying to get our current listening audience to help us with spreading the word. And so many times they come on and they look and see what they can get for themselves, what this show and how this show is benefiting them. I'm asking them to reach beyond themselves. Get your niece, your nephew, your brother, your sister, your son, your daughter, whoever, and ask them to participate in this real estate wealth building show that we're putting on next week. But those of you that would like to be a part of it, all you simply have to do is call my office, leave your information, and we will send you the Zoom link or the address for you to come in person to be a part of this wealth building seminar. And my office number is 410-465-0083. Again, it's 410-465-0083. If you would call my office, leave your information. All I need is your name, phone number, and email address. And just say you want to be a part of the wealth building show. And we will send you the link to join or come in person to my office. Robin, go ahead. Talk to me today.
Well, listening audience, in terms of spreading the word about the wealth building seminar, think of it as if you're doing a review for a restaurant or something. You know how people post things on Yelp and wherever else in terms of a good recommendation. Although for those of you who may not have had the opportunity of attending a home buyers workshop or a seminar with Donnell before, this will be your first time to do so. And the reason why he would like for you to spread the word is because there might be some other information out there that the people that you know, whether it's family or friends, might be unaware of. And sometimes when we get caught up in the he said, she said stuff, sometimes information could not be divulged, correctly. So this is a great way to make it a family day, or if you want to call your girlfriends and make it a girls out day, or, you know, call your fellow friends, your male friends as well, you know, and make it a nice afternoon. Come out and have an opportunity to meet Donnell in person, as well as all of the presenters that he's going to have there, as well as myself. Oftentimes, you know, we don't take advantage of free things, and free things that are beneficial for you, that is definitely going to have a major impact on your life in a positive way. So why not take this opportunity to do so?
Well, one of the things that I'm asking in listening audience, I'm asking for your help is Robin and I are on the show each Saturday morning, but we're not reaching everybody. And I really would love it if you would help us, help our community to grow by reaching out to someone and just asking them to be a part of this wealth building seminar for next week. You know, we talk about children, but you got siblings, you got friends, you got coworkers. If you would just call my office and give your information, then I will send a link to you. And then you can certainly just spread it to other people that you may know. Because we want to just try to educate as many people as possible about this wealth building show. And so those of you that are currently listening, it would be very nice if you would pick up the phone and call into the studio right now and to let me know what your thoughts are about what Robin and I are trying to do in terms of this wealth building seminar. The number to call into the studio right now is 443-380-2803. Again, it's 443-380-2803. And call in and let us know how you're going to help Robin and I expand our reach so that we can help improve the community for all of us. Call in right now, listening audience. Robin, we got some other good news too. I mean, you know, people are talking about the real estate market, the interest rates. Guess what? The interest rate crept down a little bit last week.
I know, I heard.
Yeah, so you know, I heard one lender quoting 6.25 as opposed to 7.25. So that's a total point difference than what it was, I'll say, a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
So things are improving. And some of you were waiting for the interest rate to come down. Some of you are still waiting for it to come down to 3%. You may be waiting a while. but you're still paying that rent, regardless of where the current rate is. My suggestion, my recommendation, I'm going to say a recommendation, is that you buy now. When the rates come down, you simply refinance. Some of you that are listening right now did not buy when the rates was down because you were kept getting outbidded and your offer was not accepted. Now is the time to buy and refinance. If you wait until the interest rates come back down to where they were, you're going to have the same market. You were getting outbidded. And when you put in an offer and your offer wasn't getting accepted. I've heard people that have submitted 10 offers on houses and got none. Now is the time to move forward. I don't care if the interest rate is 12 or 13%. It beats paying rent. It beats paying rent. That's my spiel. What's your take, Robin?
It's definitely,
Sorry to interrupt y'all. Y'all have a caller on.
oh, great. Thank you. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing this month? How are you doing this month?
Good. I hear
Thank you.
background noise. Is your radio up? Hello.
Yes, I was saying how are you doing this morning?
We're doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. I was just traveling, going on to Washington, D.C., and I just came on and played the program. But I just want to ask, as much as I want to contribute towards the same, do you all have any programs like to finance a balloon payment which has a timely expiration, and so you finance it and change the ownership name onto
Man,
a
I'm not
private
quite
entity?
understanding you. Say it again, sir.
Okay, I'm asking do you all have any program for refinancing in terms of changing the ownership status of a particular property?
I think I hear noise in the background, but I think I heard your question of are there any financing programs out there that would allow you to change the ownership of the property? Is that correct?
Yes, refinancing. Yes, exactly. What happened is that I had a mortgage broker who did a loan for me, but they placed it under a company name rather than an individual name, which carry a higher interest rate, and it has certain stipulations that which you have the extension before you could actually get it, to where you want it, and then do the flip. And then the next thing you know, you have to come back with certain inquiries with regards to your credit score, and they will allow you if your credit score is below a certain amount. So I want to know if there's any program which is going to bypass that requirement for certain credit score before you could be able to refinance it onto your own name rather than out of a company name.
Well, all the mortgage company has a credit score limit. The minimum credit score that I know to get housing finance is 580. So there are programs out at 580 and up. It just, depending on where your credit score are, will dictate what programs you qualify for. And I will say the higher your score, the higher your credit score, the more programs that are going to be available to you. But you certainly can refinance or sell the house to a person that you have that's interested in buying, or you can add their name to the deed, not necessarily the mortgage, but the deed.
And also with respect to the current name that you have, if the ownership of the property is in the name of an LLC and you want to change the name from the LLC to yourself individually, presumably that you're the primary officer or an additional officer of the company, you could always do a deed change as well. And you can contact me through Donnell's office at 410-465-0083. I'm with Residential Title and Escrow Company. So we do pre-titling work. We also do deed changes. But I will let you know with respect to the deed change, if you're changing the name from the LLC to yourself individually, you would need to let the lender know what it is that you would do, that you are doing, and you would need to obtain a letter, at least from the lender, stating that they are aware and they don't have any issues with your doing that. And then you could change the ownership back from the LLC to yourself. But I'm more than happy to talk with you more about that offline. You can just give me a call.
All right, is it possible that I know that you had just given me it's a 410 number, right?
410-465-0083.
Okay, 465-0083.
Yes.
All right, I know that I can give you a call in about 5 or 10 minutes.
All right, so call sir, and I think that we can get a better understanding as to what you'd like to do so that we can better help you.
All right.
But so I so much appreciate your call, though, sir.
And thank you for listening to the show.
410 463 0083.
No, 410-465-0083.
All right, I got it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a
All right,
great day.
Thank you.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah.
All right, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Do we have another caller? Okay. So, Robin, we're at the halfway point already.
Oh, wow.
So listening audience, we're going to take a commercial break and we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the featured home of the week. We've got quite a bit that has happened this past week in terms of new properties that are coming on the market.
Yeah, I have a caller on the line.
And so we're going to come back. Paula, you're on the air.
Hello. I was wondering if I have student loans, right, that has not been paid off, but my credit score is like 658. Is that going to affect me for getting trying to get a home? Because now I'm renting and I'm paying $1,200 in an apartment.
So the student loan that you currently have, there are programs depending on the balance of the student loan debt. They're only counting 1% of that. So there's a lot going on with that student debt situation right now. So I'm not going to say that I'm the expert on that. What I'm going to do is put you in touch with a lender that can better answer your question as it pertains to student loan debt, because it changes. It's just been changing so much here recently, and I'd rather get the information from them. But if you could call my office.
That can stop. Huh?
Say it again, ma'am.
That can stop you. I said that can stop you from getting a home because you have student loans.
No. But what they do is count the student loan debt into your ratio, your income, like it's a debt.
I see. That's the ratio. I got you.
Yeah, but it won't stop you from buying a home. It may make a difference in terms of how much house you qualify to buy.
I got you. I understand.
Yeah.
So you said call. You're giving me a number to call to speak to someone?
You can call my office, and then what I'd like to do is talk to you first. Then I'll know what lender to send you to that can help you.
Okay, and what number would that be? The same one I just called?
No.
Okay.
The number to call my office is 410-465. Hello, I'm here.
Uh-huh. Yes, sir. I hear you.
All right, it's 410-465-0083.
830083. And your name again? I'm sorry.
Donnell Spivey.
Darn it. All right. Thank you. I'll give you a call.
All right, I
Thank you
appreciate
for
you
calling
listening.
in.
Yeah, thank
All
you
right.
for
Thank
calling
you.
in.
All right.
All right, any other callers on the air?
No.
All right. All right, so we're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to come back and talk about all of these houses that came on the market just this past week. Some of them are coming soon, but we have some new listings that I want to share with you. One of even a commercial property that we're going to share with you, as well as talk about this wealth building seminar. So listening audience, the ones that are you currently on, take this time. We're going to be gone for about 1 minute. Take this time to call someone and ask them to tune in. Don't think about whether they are looking to buy a house or not, because this wealth building seminar is for people that are already own the house as well. So take this time and call someone and ask them to tune in. We'll be right back.